श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदये श्रीवासरंगपरकालमुनित्रयाप्तलक्ष्मात्मरक्षणैतित्युगागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपालदेशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः। गुरुमुखमनदीत्य प्राहवेदानशेषान् नरपति परिक्लुप्तं शुल्कमादातु कामः। स्वसुरममरवन्द्यं रङ्गनाथस्य साक्षात् द्विजकुलतिलकं तं विष्णुचित्तं नमामि। This most wonderful Thaniyan, the invocatory verse on Periyazhwar, Vishnu Chittar, is actually composed by Swami Sriman Nathamunigal. And Swami Sriman Nathamunigal Thirunakshatram is also today. Ani Anusham. Kalam Valamburiyanna Narkadal Adiyavarkku Thalam Valangi Tamil Marai Innisai Tanda Vallal Moodum Tavaneri Moottiya Nathamuni Kadale நாளும் தொழுதெழுவோம் நமக்கார் நிகர் இந்த நானிலத்தே. Who can be equal to us? Because we worship, we pray to Nathamuni's lotus feet every day. The Nathamuni who has blessed us with the Divya Prabandham, who is blessed to be, who is fortunate and to be blessed by Swami Nammalvar as an Acharya, and he is in our lineage. Nathena Muninathena. Without this Nathan, we would become anathan, orphans, says Swami Desikan. So, this Alvar, as beautifully narrated by Sriman Nathamunigal in this Thaniyan, this Alvar is a tilakam of Brahmins, Dvijakula tilakam. He is respected and worshipped by even devas, and he is the father-in-law of Sri Ranganathan, and he wished to succeed and getting the reward, the price tag of the gold coins arranged by the king Vallabhadevan, and because he wanted to establish the supremacy of Sriman Narayanan, the Paratvam, in the debate. And Guru Mukham Anaditya, he had no formal learning from Guru, from the Acharya. To that Alvar, I bow down and prostrate, perform Sashtanga Namaskaram, says Sriman Nathamuni. Why did he not have any Guru? Anadityam, without learning. So, the Swaram, grammar, Niruktam, the meaning of Vaidika Padams are all explained by the Guru. That can be learnt only from Guru. Guru Mukham Anaditya. He did not have any Guru. He was blessed by Ranganathan and to establish the Vedantic truths in the Pandya Shabai. And he established the supremacy of Sriman Narayanan. Because he himself is Veda Swarupi. He is Garuda Ramsham. Vedatma Vihakeshwaro Yavanika Maya Jaganmogini. Vedatma Vihakeshwaro. He is the Veda Vedyan, our Garudan. And so he is the Garuda Amsham. And hence Periyazhwar is none other than the Sakshat Garuda himself. And why is he called Periyazhwar? We just heard that because Ponkum Parivale Villibuttur Battar Piran Petran Periyazhwar ennum Peyar, which is true. However, there is also another nice interpretation of this word Periyazhwar. Because actually speaking, it should have been Nammalvar who is more suited to this name Periyazhwar. Because he is in Acharya Parampara, Nammalvar, not Periyazhwar. And he is supposed to be the Avyavi of all Alvar. All Alvars are the Angam and he is the Angi. All Alvars are his Sariram, supposed to be. So it should have been Nammalvar. Or Nammalvar, though he sang Ayiram, but till the 10th Tirumazhi, Pattavad Patte, he was longing to join Perumal. He declares only in the Pattavad Pattu Pattan Tirumazhi, Ini naan pogalotten ondrum mayam seyyal ennaiye. Hereafter I will never leave you. Please don't deceive me and leave me anymore. So when Nammalvar he was through with the entire 1000, he declared that he would not let Emperuman go away from him. It is only in the fag end of Thiruvaimozhi Nammalvar loses the race of being called Periyazhwar, because he had seen him and he would not let him go only in the 10th decade. And Periyazhwar also Mahadahwayar, he was blessed with the vision in the first verse, Tirukandeen Ponmeni Kandeen. Alvar started composing pasurams after seeing him, Perumal. But Alvar never got the fear of losing him, losing Perumal. He never uttered word to that effect. He just said Tirukandeen Ponmeni Kandeen. He was blessed with the Sakshatkaram, the personal seeing with the naked eye, like what Dhruvan was blessed with. So Alvar did not have the fear of losing him at all, nor was he worried about and started with his Kshetradanam, and with the other two Alvars he proceeded. So Periyazhwar also loses the race of being called Periyazhwar. So, but what about Periyazhwar? Why should he be called Periyazhwar? He was blessed with Emperuman's Kataksham on Garudan, Garudarudanai, Garuda Sevai. When the moment he saw Perumal on Garuda along with Pirati, with Shankachakram, Alvar Pongum Parivu, he burst out with motherly affection. He burst out with saying, Pallandu, 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 Vanakku Drishti Varama Irukkanum, long live. And not just that, he said, Pallandu, Pallandu, Pallayirattandu, Palakoti, Nooraayiram, all that blah blah. And he said, Adiyomodum, Ninnodum, Pirivindri Ayiram Pallandu. Me and you should live for thousands of years together without any separation. First thing which he said is, I and you should live together. No separation at all, please. And then only he says, Vadivainin Valamarbinil Valgindra Mangayum Pallandu. First me, and then only Pirati. Because he would never leave Pirati. Even Pirati with you thousands of years, only the first priority is to me. Adiyomodum Ninnodum Pirivindri Ayiram Pallandu. Then Vadivainin Valamarvinil Valgindra Mangayum Pallandu. Long live your relationship with me. Your eternal servant is me. Without any gap, without any interruption, without any separation. Then only Alvar proceeds to even pray for Pirati and other Panchayadams. So, he alone deserves being called Periyazhwar, isn't it? And Pongum Parivu, who else will get that Vaatsalyam, motherly Vaatsalyam? And so beautifully our Swami has given this title, Periyazhwarin Thaiyullam. Periyazhwarin Thaiyullam cannot be said in few minutes. He starts with Padadi Kesha Varnane in the first Tirumazhi, 3rd decade. And he says, Pavalavayir Vandu Kanire, Yashodai Mun Sonna. Now Periyazhwar is not singing in the role of Yashoda. Periyazhwar is singing in the role of Yashoda's friend. Because Periyazhwar, as Yashoda's friend, was told by Yashoda earlier about Krishna's Leelas and Krishna's beauty from the feet to the head. And how Yashoda enjoyed, she narrated to Periyazhwar as a cowherd woman. And Periyazhwar now is telling her friends, Yashodai mun sonna azhage. And that is why Kodai Kudalala Yashodaikku pottanda. Ashodai valarkindra. So it's all 3rd person. Yashodai is 3rd person. And she says, Kidakkil tottil kiliya udaithidum. எடுத்துக்கொள்ளில் மருங்கை இருத்திடும், ஒடுக்கி புல்கில் உதரத்தே பாய்ந்திடும், மிடுக்கில்லாமையால் நான் மெலிந்தேன் நங்காய். Those who have naughty babies would appreciate this. கிடக்கில் தொட்டில் கிழிய உதைத்திடும். Kannan, when he is placed on the little cradle, he kicks the cradle so much, the cradle gets torn. கிடக்கில் தொட்டில் கிழிய உதைத்திடும். Okay, he is crying, he is cranky, so she picks him up. எடுத்துக்கொள்ளில் மருங்க இருத்திடும். The moment she lifts him and keeps on her hip. He simply tightens the hip, waist. Marunga irithidum. Odukki pulgil udaratte paindidum. So she hugs him tight so that he would not play mischief on her waist. And he climbs on her and jumps to the ceiling. She climbs on her chest, on her shoulder, on her nose, on her eyes, on her head. Odukki pulgil udaratte paindidum. He jumps to the top. And then midikkillamayal melinde nangai. I am not able to withstand him. He is simply uncontrollable. I am losing my weight. I am thinning down. She says, what a beautiful way Yashodai had informed Periyazhwar, and he is reproducing for us. And that's the beauty. And the next verse, 1.6, he says, Adiga Shangirai, Adiga Adigave. So baby Kannan raises his body with the support of his hands while after crawling. So he crawls and then he slowly gets up. Both the hands on the floor and both the knees on the floor. He moves his body to and fro. That's called Shankirai Adadal. So either the baby does that on its own, or the elders try to move. Adiga Shangirai, Adiga Adigave. And so beautifully Alvar talks about how nicely he is moving Kannan. And that's the wonderful way in which she enjoys as Yashoda, and how the little darling of Yashoda was dancing to and fro. Adiga Shangirai, Adiga Adigave. Pattikandre Kottai Shappani, Padmanabha Kottai Shappani. The little darling of Yashoda is now able to get up slowly and stand still and need not have any support to hold on to. Both the hands are free. The baby is excited to stand still with both on his legs. So the child is so excited, so are the parents. So the child joins both hands and claps with joy, which is called Chappani, Kottai Shappani. And Shappani from Sanskrit means Pani. Pani is the hands. Kaigalal Shappani. So clap with your hands. Manikya Kinginiyarpa Maringin Mel. Ani Ponnal Sheida Ai Pon Udai Mani. Peni Pavalavai Muttilanga Pandu Kani Kan Kondagal Shappani, Karum Kudal Kuttane Shappani. So here she is asking the baby to clap hands, thereby both the parents and the baby enjoy. So this is that. And then the little darling baby Kannan is able to get up, he is able to stand, he need not use any support. Now he is able to even take a baby steps, small steps, faltering short small steps now. And Periyazhwar is saying Talar Nadai Nadavano, which we would just enjoy one verse where he says Todar Shangilikai Shalar Vilar Enna Tungu Ponmoni Olippa Padumum Modappunal Shora Varanam Payanindru Urvadu Pola Udangudi Kingini Alavarippa Udaimani Parai Karanga Tadan Taline Konde Sharngapani Talavide Talar Nadai Nadavano Urgalil Shangu Urgalil Shakaram Ulladi Puritamainda. So Kutti Kannan is now so nicely taking a baby steps. The elephant Todar Shangiligai Salar Bilarena, the elephant, the angry elephant, from whose forehead comes the water that flows down. Mada Jalam, when it walks gracefully, the shackles which are tied down to and that are around moves here, Shangili, and makes lot of noise. Kutti Kannan, the aunt Shingam, the baby Shingam, walks and takes short steps, and the Kinkini, the golden waist bangles, which is inside there are little bells, makes musical sound as he walks. The well spread short feet need to make more steps for us to hear those musical sounds. So the elephant generally attempts to walk effortlessly. When the four legs are tied with iron shackles, it takes short, faltering steps. So, but otherwise it will fall. Kutti Kannan also just learning to walk. He takes small steps just like the male elephant. Tal Konde, using the feet. And please walk faltering steps, not with the feet. And use feet. Attempt with great effort. Kanna, walk. So nicely, Periyazhwar simply enters into the role of Yashoda and enjoys all this. Anjana Vannane, Acho, Acho. Ayar Perumane, Acho, Acho. Kannan, who was walking and with faltering steps, now he has grown a little further. He can run. So Alvar enjoys him running around. And Alvar enjoys Kutti Kannan running towards him, towards her, Yashoda role. And the Kannan comes running and hugs the mother. Alvar calls him, come running and hug me. Acho, Acho, come hug me. Kutti Kannane, Yennidai Kottara, Acho, Acho, Yemperuman Vara, Acho, Acho. Ponniyal Kingini Shutti Pulpuram Katti. Tanniyal Osai Chalan Chalan Yendrida. Minniyal Megam Virendedir Vandar Pol, Yennidai Kottara, Acho, Acho, Yemperuman Vara, Acho, Acho. Like the rainy cloud with a lustrous, huge, thunderous lightning. You come running with your forehead, the chutti, net chutti, shifted to the side so charmingly because of your running. And the musical sound, chalang chalang, from the bells of your golden kinkini. Hug my waist, my Swami, come and hug me. And here he says, Shankam edattane acho acho. Shankam, the one who has chakra in his hand, the one who has changri in his hand, come and hug me. Yennidu mayam, yennappan arindilan, munnai vanname kondu alavai, yenna mannu namushiyai vaanil surattriya minnu mudiyane acho acho, venkadavanane acho acho. When the Vamana took the Trivikrama avataram and measured the universe, his son Namushi, Mahabali's son Namushi, he said, this is cheating. You came like a small boy and you suddenly took the huge form. No, cheating. So he says, Munnai Vandame Konde, become like Vamanan and measure. You cannot ask in one form and take another form. And immediately Perumal took that Namushi, Mannu Namushiyai Vanil Suratriya Minnu Mudiyane Acho Acho. So Alvar takes even Kannan's future events, which Yashoda could not, because Yashoda did not know about Kannan's future event, whereas Alvar knows. And hence Alvar enjoys the Krishna Leela, which had happened even when he was growing up, even when he became the charioteer. So Panchava Dhutanai, the Pandavar Dhutan, he was the messenger of Pandavar. He uses that name and call him as Kutti Krishna. How is it possible? And that is Periyazhwar. Because he is donning the role of Yashoda, but he is not Yashoda. He has already enjoyed the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Krishna Leela. So he is bringing multi-spice into that. Every time you have to go forward, backward, flashback, and then all the scenes change and still enjoy the current moment. And he came running in the front and hugged. Alvar enjoys the Kutti Kannan who comes from behind and hugs. Puram Pulguvan, Kuttan Vandennai Puram Pulguvan, Vattu Naduve Valargindra Manikka, Muttu Nunayil, Mulaikindra Mutte Pol, Chottu Chottanna Tulika Tulika and Kuttan Vandennai Puram Pulguvan, Govindan Yennai Puram. What a beautiful imagination and the vision Periyazhwar had. He says Kannan, Kutti Kannan, he just comes running, runs around the room, the hall, the house, the palace. And Periyazhwar sees him running around and Vattu Naduve Valargindra Manikka Muttu Nunayil Mulaikindra Mutte Pol. He from his the boy genital organ, the urine drop is coming out because of his exertion. little boy is unable to hold his thing. So when he comes running, because of the exertion, it starts dropping. சொட்டு சொட்டென்ன துளிக்க துளிக்க என் குட்டன் வந்தென்னை புறம் புல்குவான், கோவிந்தன் என்னை புறம் புல்குவான். He comes and hugs from behind. What a fortune and bhagyam which Periyazhwar is even able to visualize. And of course he is enjoying in a grand manner every pasuram, even the way how he garlanded, how he collects the flowers, and how he is adorning Kannan with different kinds of flowers, and also how he is able to bathe. He says, வெண்ணை அணைந்த புழுங்கும் விளையாடு பொழுதியும் கொண்டு தின்னன இவ்விரா உன்னை தேய்த்து கிடக்க நானொட்டேன், எண்ணெய் புளிப்பழம் கொண்டு எத்தனை போதுமென திரிந்தேன், நன்னல் அறியபினானே நாரணா நீராடவாராய், come and take bath. I have made the warm water in a right temperature. I have also added incense into that. It is so fragrant, the water. And he is still not coming. He is playing in the street, and after eating all those stolen butter, after smudging all that butter on his body, he goes and plays in the dust. So already butter smudged body, now the dust also is formed on the body. பூனி தொழுவினில் புக்கு புழுதி அலைந்த பொன்மேனி காண பெரிதும் முகக்கும் ஆகிலும் கண்டார் பழிப்பர். He says the பூனி தொழுவினில் புக்கு புழுதி அலைந்த பொன்மேனி, that the பொன்மேனி, the golden hued beautiful divya tirumeni, is now smudged with butter, and then on top of it is that street dust, dirt. Now காண பெரிதும் முகக்கும், which almost naked body, the Tirumeni of Kutti Kannan, and it is so beautiful to look at, even behold in our eyes, enjoy looking at him. But I cannot keep looking at you because others are laughing at you. They are making fun of you. காண பெரிது முகக்கும் ஆகிலும் கண்டார் பழிப்பர், நாணெத்தனையும் இல்லாத வெக்கமில்லாதவனே சீக்கிரம் வா உள்ளவா, நாணெத்தனையும் இல்லாதாய் நப்பின்னை காணில் சிரிக்கும். The final trump card Periyazhwar uses. Your girlfriend Nappinai, if she sees, she will laugh at you. Then immediately he comes running to take bath. Nappinai காணில் சிரிக்கும் மாணிக்கமே என் மணியே மஞ்சனமாட நீவாராய். Such a beautiful way Alvar enjoys Kutti Kannan. Panni உரைக்குங்கால் பாரதமாம். So we would stop here. Periyazhwar Tiruvadigalе Sharanam. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Thank you, Swami.